Others. Up. Others. Post. And salute. Others. On. Others. March time. March. Ready. Out. Others. Up. Forward. March.
Good afternoon, and thank you for participating in our campus memorial. We have come together to mourn, to remember, and to celebrate our faculty and emeriti, our staff, and our students of this, our UC Berkeley community, those we have lost in the past year. This is a meaningful day for our Cal community, for our Cal family. It encompasses the entire community of people who make Berkeley, Berkeley, across the generations, across all our units on campus, and across our individual differences. The faculty, staff, students, and alums of the Cal family remind us of our shared values and our shared experiences, the contributions each of us makes, and the ties that bind every bear together, even those we've never met. When one bear passes, the Cal family grieves. Your presence here today recognizes everything we treasure from those we have lost, and the deep and lasting impact they have had on our lives and on our university. The people we are honoring today are not just names on a list. They were faculty who taught and mentored our students, contributed to their academic units and fields, and served the greater good through their knowledge and breakthroughs. They were staff who kept our university running, who delivered services that ensured our students and faculty that our whole community could thrive in their studies, teaching, and research, and who supported the work needs of their colleagues. And they were students who chose to pursue their academic and career dreams at Berkeley, who enlivened our campus community and who gave passionately to the causes and groups they cared about. As a father, I can't imagine how devastating it is to lose a child. But as a professor and leader, I know how painful it is to lose a student. There's a rip in the everyday flow of campus life, and the profound realization that the start of a student's journey toward adulthood has instead become an end. For the families and friends of students who are with us today, we share in your sorrow and grieve the loss of who they might have become. And to all of you here, Berkeley is built on hope. It is built on resistance. May you find that within yourselves when you are ready and turn to your Cal family for support. We will carry the memories of your loved ones in our hearts and in our minds. While the people we are remembering today were part of the immediate campus community, we also take this moment to honor the alums and volunteers who died in the last year and are beloved members of the extended Cal family. Please join me in silence to remember our departed colleagues, friends, and family. Thank you. I now invite Steve Sutton, our Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, to read the names of faculty and emeriti, staff, and students in memoriam. Thank you.
These are the academic and faculty members. Harvey J. Anderson, Law. Geraldine J. Clifford, Education. Joel Fahans, Physics. Premislav Yazorsky, Haas School of Business. Clifford Allen Lynch, School of Information. Digby McDonald, Material Science and Engineering, Nuclear Engineering. Andre Marquis, Haas School of Business, UC Extension. These are their emeriti. Bruce Ames, Molecular and Cell Biology. Richard Bailey, School of Public Health. Bill Banks, African American Studies. Richard E. Barlow, Industrial Engineering and Operations Research. Alex Becker, Civil and Environmental Engineering. Francis Sunny Bloland, Physical Education. Thomas Brady, History. Robert Brayton, Electrical Engineering and Computer Sciences. Michael Buravoy, Sociology. Thomas J. Carlson, Integrative Biology. Vakhtang Chikovani, Slavic Languages and Literatures. Michael J. Clancy, Electrical Engineering and Computer Sciences. Luis George Clubb, Comparative Literature. Robert Bob Cooter, Law. Shel Doksum, Statistics. Robert Dines, Physics, UC President. Robert Eli, Physics. J. Enoch, Optometry, Vision Science. William Fraser, Physics. Mary K. Gaylord, Physics. David P. Gardner, Education, UC President. Robert W. Goldsby, Theater, Dance, and Performance Studies. Richard E. Goodman, Civil and Environmental Engineering. Nelson Grayburn, Anthropology. Joan Grossman, Slavic Languages and Literature. Michael Harrison, Electrical Engineering and Computer Sciences. Andrew O. Jackson, Plant and Microbial Biology. Alan B. Jacobs, Environmental Design, Department of City and Regional Planning. Russell Jones, Plant and Microbial Biology. George Lightman, Engineering Sciences. Ian Maddison, Linguistics. Donald A. McQuaid, English. Presley Miller, Statistics. Carl L. Monosmith, Civil and Environmental Engineering. Andrew Newrider, Electrical Engineering and Computer Sciences. Richard Packard, Physics. Harold Palmer Smith, Institute of Governmental Studies. Diane Pearson, Native American Studies. Nadisan Nad Pramal, Rhetoric, Political Science, Sociology. Alex Pines, Chemistry. Malcolm Potts, School of Public Health. Paul L. Richards, Physics. Thomas J. Rothenberg, Social Sciences, Economics. Zachariah Sabry, School of Public Health. Jerome Siebert, Agricultural and Environment and Resource Economics. Lonnie Snowden, School of Public Health. Gabor Samorzai, Chemistry. Robert C. Spear, School of Public Health. Herbert Steiner, Physics. S. Leonard Syme, School of Public Health. Robin Tolmach Lakoff, Linguistics. Sim van der Rijn, Environmental Design. Linda Williams, Rhetoric, Film, and Media. Ronald W. Wolf, Industrial Engineering and Operations Research.
I'll be reading the names for staff. Robert Baldwin, Urso. Catherine Bathos, Library Services. Juliana Bradley, Haas School of Business. Mark Brindle, Berkeley IT. Joseph I. Castro, Goldman School of Public Policy. Larissa Chansangave, Graduate Division. Wei Chi Poon, Ethnic Studies. Ben Dillon, Theater, Dance, and Performance Studies. Kenna Fisher, Library Services. Tamara Foster, Berkeley IT. Shu-Sin Wang, School of Public Health. Walter Kidwell, Intercollegiate Athletics. Quintilia Quinti Manzanares, Residential and Student Services Programs. Alexis Mascoro, Cal Performances. Allison Murray, People and Culture. Charlotte Nolan, School of Information. Todd Parks, Berkeley Library. Yulia Raldugina, University Development and Alumni Relations. Ruben Paul Ramirez, Residential and Student Services Programs. David Sotzani, Berkeley Forests. And Carol Wong, School of Public Health.
Good afternoon. My name is Abigail Verino, ASUC President, and I will be reading the graduate and undergraduate student names. Timothy Freeman, Jr., Haas School of Business. Sarah A. Johns, Natural Resources. Brandon Allen, Engineering. Josh Arshad, Engineering. Peyton Victoria Bradley, Gender and Women's Studies. Emma Onyx Gaddy, Letters and Science. Hyojung Ha, Letters and Science and Computing, Data Science and Society. and Veda E. Jatani, psychology.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Andrew David King, and I'm a doctoral student in English here at Berkeley. It's an honor to be here today to grieve and celebrate with you. And in that paradoxical spirit, I'd like to share 2 poems with you by the American poet Jack Gilbert. The first poem is titled Burma, and the second poem is titled Horses at Midnight Without a Moon. Burma. Used, misled, cheated, our time always shortening, what we cherish always temporary, what we love is sooner or later changed. But for a while we can visit our other life, can rejoice in its being there, in its absence, giving thanks for what we are allowed to think about, grateful for it even as it wanes, for knowing it is there. The way women on rainy days sometimes go to the bedroom to cry about losing the first man they loved. The way a man remembers the young woman at an upstairs window looking out he saw once for a moment as he drove through a sleeping village. Or the brightness in the memory of a failed hotel where the waiters in their immaculate white uniforms were barefoot, the elegant dining room silent except for the sound of rain falling in the tin buckets, and the whispering of giant overhead fans with broken blades as they turned in the heat. There was the scraping sound in the piles of dead leaves on the lavish veranda, and occasionally the bright sound of broken glass. All of it a blessing. The being there, being alive then, like a giant bell ringing long after you can't hear it. Horses at midnight without a moon. Our heart wanders lost in the dark woods. Our dream wrestles in the castle of doubt. But there's music in us. Hope is pushed down, but the angel flies up again, taking us with her. The summer mornings begin inch by inch where we sleep and walk with us later as long-legged beauty through the dirty streets. It is no surprise that danger and suffering surround us. What astonishes is the singing. We know the horses are there in the dark meadow because we can smell them, can hear them breathing. Our spirit persists like a man struggling through the frozen valley who suddenly smells flowers and realizes the snow is melting out of sight on top of the mountain, knows that spring has begun.
In thinking about today's ceremony, I reflected on the ebb and flow of our life here at the university. While we've gathered to acknowledge our losses, it is also a time of renewal. A new school year has begun. New students are breathing hope and possibility into who we are, and we will be as a magnificent university and community. To borrow from the last poem, there is music in us. Thank you to those who've contributed to this beautiful ceremony, those who joined us, and those who keep our university strong, supportive, and compassionate. Thank you.
Chief. Colors. And salute. Harry, colors. Colors. All in.